Hi guys, Matt from the Big River here. We got more fish this week. Also got a little reptile order coming in probably tomorrow, so I'll be wearing a different shirt when you see me next. But for now, we have fish. First thing out of the bag are some German blue rams. Nice little batch of adorable little dwarf cichlids there. Next up, we have Rummy Nose Tetras. Rummy Nose, of course, are a Tetra on the Tetra Special. Buy 4 more, get 25% off, just for the joy of subscribing to our channel. Please do, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button right there. Here's a whole bag full of snails. These are mystery snails, got different sizes, different colors. Let's see how many we get there. I asked for a bunch, they gave us some. Speaking of giving me some when I asked for a bunch, here's Pygmy Cories. Got a dozen of those. I was expecting 25, but we'll take our dozen and run away with them. Dwarf Cories have been hard to get this year so far, though they're coming into season now. Here are clown loaches, big fish. They can be a foot. When we say a foot, we mean a foot, not a foot. Big schooling fish, gorgeous fish. But make sure you have a tank big enough for them. On the other end of the scale, these are dwarf chain loaches, and when we say dwarf, we mean dwarf. They only get that big. Very good snail patrol, and actually not so aggressive as to not work in your community tank. You can do them with cories or other type community fish. Speaking of community fish, here are cardinal tetras. Got a nice big batch of wild cardinals this week on the Tetra Special as well. So buy 4 more, get 25% off. And here's a cool little guy, monster in the making, kinda. This is a tire track eel. Tire track eels can get, they don't get 3 feet usually, maybe 2.5 feet. Not as big as a fire eel, but in the same group. Large, robust, and aggressive eel. Very, very high personality fish. Speaking of which, the cory with personality, these are Corydoras atropersonata, also called the polka dot cory. One of my favorites, but then again, you all know that I haven't met a cory I don't like. So, unabashedly, a benthos or bottom fish lover, as you may have noticed, for all the plecos and all the cories and all the good stuff that we have here to check out. All right, number 2 box coming at you. We have more fish, as you might have guessed. First thing up is a black ghost knife. Nice size on that guy, actually, a baby. Remember, 14 inches full sized on them. Very popular fish. They do get quite large. And more cories. Promised you lots of benthos, and here they are. These are panda cories. One of our most popular cories here. Bettas, just got some females this week. These are half moon female bettas. Looks like we got some great colors in there. And another knife, bigger knife than the last. This is a clown knife. Clown knives can be 40 inches and huge and fat and enormous. They are a very big fish. Very cool too. Here's something that's not a large fish, but very, very cool. Don't get them very often. This is a dwarf green pike cichlid. Dwarf green pike, and they'll get about this big. You can do those in a semi-aggressive tank. Unlike most of their pike brethren, they are not the most aggressive of your pikes. Very, very neat fish. Red neon rainbow, or pseudomogel luminatus. Dwarf or even pygmy rainbow, great for your nano tank. Love those guys. Speaking of nano fish, here is Dario, scarlet batis. Bright red stripes on those guys. Scarlet batis are little ambush predators for your nano tank. Another tetra for the Tetra Special. Here's some lemon tetras. Used to get big batches of these and then sit on them for years. I started getting small batches and we started selling out of them. So I'll just keep getting small batches. You guys keep buying them. Buy them on the Tetra Special. Get 4 more. Get 25% off. A very cool tetra. This is not a tetra though. This is a chili rasbora. Chili because they look like a little red hot chili pepper when they're fully colored up. They only get about that big. Great little nano fish. More cories. These are the bronze cories, probably the most common cory of them all, and very popular for good reason. They're a great little cleanup crew, all kinds of personality, and inexpensive. Here is one of 2 plecos for our order. Are you all right in there? Yeah, he's fine. This is a golden cloud pleco, L48. Golden clouds, got a cool speckled pattern. They're actually a little bit more larger than you would expect. An 8-10 inch pleco with enough personality to survive in a little rough and tumble tank. Speaking of another one that will be about that size and be able to handle a rough and tumble take, this is redfin sternella. But back on the golden clouds, they actually eat algae, where this guy is a carnivore. So great choice for a cichlid tank, actually, a golden cloud. Or if you want a carnivore in there, get yourself a redfin sternella or a leopard cactus. Those are in the Pseudacanthus group. And let's get to the fish in my hands. This is a silver arowana, little tiny guy. Been selling these itty bitty babies pretty much every week. Remember, that itty tiny baby is going to be a monster. If you guys haven't met Floyd back there, he's actually an Australian arowana, and he's about maybe just over half the size you can expect from an arowana. Another nano fish. This is the neon green rasbora. I got to get the neon and the green and the rasbora all in the right order, or you get a different fish altogether. But this is the Microdevario cubitai, which has that nice lime green color. Very, very cool fish. And we haven't had those in a little while. They've been out of stock at our regular supplier. Nice little fish, though. They look like a tetra. They have the same body shape as a little neon, but they are an Asiatic fish, the Microdevario group. Last box. Smallish order this week, but good things in small boxes. More Cories. Promised you lots of Cories, and I will not disappoint. These are Corydoras reticulatus. Reticulatus are sometimes mistaken for the reticulated Julie, which is a completely different fish. These guys are closer related to like an elegans. They got a little short nose, cute little fish, more of a almost like little Ys in their pattern. Very pretty little fish. Next up, we have some thread phennacaras. Last week we had some thread phennacaras. They went over so well, we got some more. So restock on those, and something else we restock on almost every week. These are your Caminados. Need your Caminados to keep your planted takes clean. They actually eat that brown algae that pretty much nothing else will. On the African cichlid aisle, we got a couple of sports here. This is the electric blue Johanni, also called the Mangano cichlid. And mystery snails. Here's the other African cichlid for this order. Kind of looks the same if you look at them, blue and black, but you got stripes one way and stripes the other way. That's the Demasoni, Pseudotropheus demasoni cichlid. More mystery snails, and the last thing on this order is more autos. This is another specialty auto. This is the Galaxy autos. So we got zebras, orange. We've got the little bumblebees, and let's see, got these. I think I even have a couple Nigers over there. We got a bunch of different autos in right now. Oh, and the commons. So that's it for this fish order. We got a little bit of reptiles coming right up. And we're back. We got a nice little order of reptiles today. I say little, actually, it's quite a few. I wore my chameleon shirt yesterday because I was expecting a chameleon. We'll get that guy out first. So no chameleon shirt to go with my chameleon today. But we brought the beardy instead. So let's see this guy. I think it's a guy. It's a panther chameleon. They didn't tell me the locality. Let's see what we got. Everybody together as the thing goes boom. So locality is black right now. Man, he's pissed. But you all right, dude? Oh boy, he's mad. Gonna take some time to settle down. He's like, no, put me away. Well, can't tell his color variety when he's this mad. And we're back now that we've rehomed a very upset chameleon. He'll settle down a little bit. Let's see, next thing out of the box is a couple of crested geckos. These are lily whites. We've been getting these lily whites for a really attractive price. So very cool. Crested gecko are cool anyway, and then take a cool color. Next up, we got some hopping frogs. These are some mantellas. These are the painted mantellas. A couple different species. Note the orange in the legs and the green and the black. Very, very cool little mantella frog. Got a really attractive price on those too. Next out is a spider. I had a couple spiders on the order. The only one that we end up getting is this guy, which is a green bottle blue. Very, very cool spider. Nice size on it, about a 2-inch green bottle blue for a decent price. I got a whole bunch of these cups. These cups are, let's see if we can take a peek in here. Tailless whip scorpions, a whole bunch of them. Got you in. Take a chance, make sure everybody made the trip. I don't know if these are the Florida variety or if they're the Central American giants. honestly not sure. Got a stupid good deal on them though that we're gonna offer up special for tailless whip scorpions for Halloween, I think. Because I can. Speaking of crested geckos, here's some more. These are like regular flames, not lily whites, but nice looking. I got a little group of those guys too. And let's see what else we got here. That's more whip scorpions. Should have another crested gecko somewhere. Those are two there? No. Yeah, okay. There's two there. There's a third. That one's not a lily white. I got you. So 3 regulars and 2 lily whites. And more. And more. Of the whip scorpions. Let's see, other cool things in the box. Here's something we haven't had before. We've had his cousin. This is a white-eyed armored skink. These guys are notorious for not shipping all that well. Cool, look like little dragons. A little less expensive for the white eyes than it is the red eyes, just because the red eyes are more popular. That's the only reason I can think of, but either one are very cool. We did get a special order on this shipment. This is a red tegu. A lot of things like red tegus and giant monitors, we're not going to bring those in for stock because they're not a good pet for most people, but we certainly can get them. If you've got the wherewithal to handle an animal like that, we can certainly help you find them. Next up, we've got some baby tortoises. Speaking of a fairly specialized keep, these are redfoot tortoises, or actually, in my opinion, some of the easier tortoises to keep. Some great colors here. We got yellow, bright red, and orange. We got trifecta of the fall colors for that. Very, very cool. Another box of cool stuff in here. Here's a, hey, let go of your buddy. These are land crabs. These are the Halloween moon crabs. A couple different names for these guys. There's the rainbow crabs, also get called Halloween moon crabs sometimes, that are from Africa. These guys are actually from South America, the whole Pacific coast. Pacific coast or no, Atlantic coast? I get that wrong. But anyway, they are aggressive, not quite as aggressive as the African ones. They do not do good in groups unless they got a ton of space, and usually only one male in a group. So definitely you can either keep those separate or keep the males and females separate. This is another armored skink, but that is the red-eyed one. So we got a red eye, and we've got a regular, or a white eye and a red eye for you this week. And last thing in the box, but not least by any means, we have a fire skink. Fire skink is such a gorgeous animal. Relatively inexpensive and easy to keep. One of my very, very favorite. And that's it for our order for this week.